if you wish to follow Citta-nupassana. You must learn what is a Citta. In Mahasatipatthana Sutta, 60 type of Cittas are explained. This is 60 type of Citta also not for all people. Not for all people means some Cittas are for those who has attained. For example, Anuttaram wa Citta, Anuttaram Cittanti Pachanati, Lokuttara Citta, who did not attain yet Lokuttara Cittas. They cannot contemplate. So whatever we have, we must contemplate. But this Mahasatipatthana Sutta, Citta-nupassanas are explained for all, including Arahants also. They can follow. According to Sīla-vada Sutta, Arahants also practice vipassana. You see, Ariya persons, noble persons, if you wish to remain with Sotapaddi fruition, first they have to practice vipassana. After that they can attain a plasma patti. Without a vipassana, cannot attain a plasma patti. That is the meaning. Whoever wish to enter this Sima hall must come according to this way, you see, where there is a door. In the same way, whoever, as a noble person, whoever wish to attain their own fruition, plasmapatti, attainment of samapatti, they must go the way of vipassana. Through vipassana have to approach. Vipassana is the gate of plasmapattis, the gate of path and fruition, you see. First time, without approaching vipassana, cannot attain mekha, path, cannot attain fruition. After that, after become Sotapanna, Sakadagami, Anagami, Arahant, if he wish to attain his fruition, he must go through vipassana gate. Vipassana therefore necessary. Without approaching vipassana, cannot attain. As you know, the object of vipassana is only nama rupa. Therefore, Citta-nupassana, especially for vipassana, the Buddha has explained Citta-nupassana. Object of vipassana here is a nama, Citta, consciousness. When you practice vipassana, there are two kinds of object. If you have a nama, if you choose nama or rupa, or both the nama rupa, so first we must know the object of vipassana is nama rupa. Nama rupa means not belong to supramandi, not a lokuttara, lokiya nama rupa. Exactly, lokiya nama rupa. Nama rupas is the object of vipassana. To find out the nama rupa is there are two aspects. First, if you wish to find nama, you must find through characteristic. Nama rupa has two different characteristics. First is sabhava lakkhana, sabhava lakkhana. Individual characteristic. Sabhava lakkhana. Through sabhava lakkhana, you can find a nama-rupa object. What is a sabhava lakkhana? Individual characteristic. Softness, hardness are the elements sabhava lakkhana. Are the elements Patavi, are the elements sabhava lakkhana is softness and hardness. In Bali it is called kakhala lakkhana, becomes solid. Softness and hardness. Contact with the object, mind and the object, is the sabhava lakkhana of phassa. Pusana lakkhana of phassa. That is individual characteristic. Vedana has its individual characteristic, it is feeling. Feeling is a characteristic of Vedana. To realizing individual characteristic is to realizing the Dhamma. That is a sabhava lakkhana. Every Dhamma has its own characteristic, that is individual characteristic. Pali sabhava lakkhana. Sabhava means own nature or individual. Lakkhana means a characteristic. Every Dhamma has own characteristic. What is a citta's characteristic? Individual characteristic. Citta's individual characteristic is in awareness of object. Awareness of an object. That is a characteristic of citta. So every phenomenon has its individual characteristic. As a vipassana practitioner, vipassana yogi, must try to find the individual characteristic. That is the first point. If you cannot find the individual characteristic of phenomena, vipassana cannot continue. Because of first vipassana's foundation is the individual characteristic of mind and matter. If you find out the individual characteristic of mind and matter, you have the knowledge of analytical knowledge of mind and matter, nama-rupa preceda. That is not really vipassana. Only foundations of vipassana. Foundations of vipassana. Without a foundation, don't try to establish vipassana. Foundations are important. If you wish to construct a building, that must have foundation. So vipassana practice also have foundation. First try to find the object through individual characteristic. After that, you will understand the cause of nama-rupa. That is a knowledge of causality, paccaya breka. After that, you realize another characteristic, That is called Samanya Lakkhana, universal characteristic. Samanya Lakkhana, universal characteristic. The first is individual characteristic, Sabhava Lakkhana. Then, from Sabhava Lakkhana, he find out the Samanya Lakkhana, that is universal characteristic. There are two types of characteristic. Sabhava Lakkhana, individual characteristic, is the foundation. Samanya Lakkhana is real the objects of vipassana. Real vipassana object. Real object of vipassana. Universal characteristic. Universal characteristic Samanya Lakkhana is anicca, dukkha, anatta. If you find anicca, dukkha, anatta, if you realize anicca, dukkha, anatta, you enter the vipassana. As long as you cannot find the natures of anicca, dukkha, the characteristics of anicca, dukkha, anatta, you are not yet vipassana. So, two characteristics. Every Dhamma has two characteristics. Patavi are the element that is the object of vipassana, that is ultimate reality. This Patavi has two characteristics. One is individual characteristic, the second is universal characteristic. What is individual characteristic of Patavi? Softness, hardness. That is Patavi's individual characteristic. What is a universal characteristic? Patavi, other element is not permanent, impermanent, suffering, non-so. This is a universal characteristic of Patavi. First, we must work in vipassana practice with Sabhava Lakkhana, individual characteristic. The second must work with universal characteristic, Samanya Lakkhana. By concentrating, by mindfulness, by concentration, individual characteristic, we can find universal characteristic. First, we must try to find individual characteristics, Sabhava Lakkhana. Then concentration, mindfulness, effort, right thought, right understanding, harmoniously work, then found universal characteristic. Since you find universal characteristic, you are entered vipassana. You are online vipassana at that time. Otherwise, you are not real vipassana. So Chaita's individual characteristic, Sabhava Lakkhana, is awareness of an object. Chaita's universal characteristic or Samanya Lakkhana is anicca, dukkha, anatta. Chaita has rise and fall, impermanent, therefore suffering. We cannot control it. We have no power to control it. therefore anatta. To see that, that is vipassana. Seeing in different ways, vipassana. Seeing things in different ways. So Citta Nupassana, first Citta, the Buddha, Cittas, in Citta Nupassana, the Buddha has explained 6 pair, couple consciousness. Eight pair. 8 pair of consciousness explained. 8 multiplied by 2, 60. 60 type of consciousness explained. What is the first pair? You have a study in Dhamma. Lobha Mula Cittas. The Buddha said, Saragāva Cittam, Saraga Cittanti Pachanati. Then Vitaragāva Cittam, Vitaraga Cittanti Pachanati. There is one to say, Citta with the craving, Citta without the craving. 2. Saraga Citta means Citta with the craving. Vitaraga Citta, Citta without the craving. So, in 89 Citta or 89 Cittas, according to Dhamma, so Citta with the cravings, how many will be? Only 8, you see. 8 Citta with the cravings, only 8. According to Dhamma, we have to know about that. Mahasatipatthana Sutta said, Saraga Citta. Vitaraga Citta is not with the craving, that is without the craving. The others, you see, 89, 81. A minus 81. 81 Cittas are Vitaraga Cittas, without the craving. First, we must differentiate our consciousness. That is the meaning. On seeing visible object with our eye. This visible object is desirable, lovable, pleasant. On seeing such a visible object, you see, according to this process, on seeing visible object, the mental process appeared in this way. That is a Bhavanga Cittas appeared, you see. Bhavanga Citta is a normal. If not a new objects come into being, it is running. It's running. We can say it is a blue light running. If a new object come into being, because of new object, this is a Bhavanga process cut off. If another line come into being, the normal lines are cut, you see. Change after that. Transfer. You see, another is a start to change here. The object appeared in the eye. There is a mind. Visible objects come into being, Indo and Mindo both together. Not only the eye, mind also directly, 2 doors. Because Mindo is nothing, only Bhavanga Citta is called Mindo. Bhavanga Chaita is a source of active mind. That is, we can say passive mind. Bhavanga Chaita is a passive mind. That is a karma result, only karma result. Karma result running with former object, not present object. That's not a concerned present object. Only it is running according to the previous life object. It is a lifespan is up to accordingly. It is a running. For example, in one life, Patisandhi is a starting point. Patisandhi means a relinking consciousness start. Then the last one is called Chutti, death consciousness. Between them, whatever run, it is called Bhavanga. That is, it does not a concern in daily life present. That's not a concern. Because you can see, while you are sleeping, you know nothing. No contact, deep sleep. Dream is another way, you see. The half wake, dream is a half sleep, half wake, other than dream. But the deep sleep, just only Bhavanga cannot dream. So very quiet. When you are, as a human being, when you are in your mother's womb just starting by relinking consciousness. This relinking consciousness, it is a function finished. Then it is took another function, and the same type of Chaitas repeat, but not this one, not this very one, but at the same type, not the very one. If you look at rivers are always flowing. First you swim in the river. After that you get out. When you get out again, that is not the very water, you see. Not the same water, different water. In this way, Patisandhi Chaita not become Bhavanga Chaitas, but at the same type. The same types appear. Not Patisandhi Chaita. Patisandhi Chaita has gone forever. To clarify the meaning, we light candle light. We make a candle light. After that, extinguish this light. Then next time we light candle light. But the light is similar, not the first one. Second one is not the first one. The first one has gone forever, never come again. Never come again. Second one appeared. The same way, when second one has gone, the third one comes again. But at the same time. The same time. So Patisandhi Chaita, after season, it is ceased forever. Then such a type of Chaitas appeared performing Bhavanga function. That is another function. Their object is the same object. That is a similarities. Up to death consciousness is at the end of this life. That is a goal, it is a function. Its function is death. Relinking, passing away, factor of life, conditions of life. Therefore, Patisandhi, Bhavanga, Chutti, these three types of Chaitas are the same type. They are running according to karma. That is called one life. That is called one life. In a one life, there are new objects coming to introduce. That is introducing new object. This new object introduced here, come into being. At that time, normal lying, basic consciousness is cut off here. Then this object start to appear here. But this object is bound together with this coincide. The first one is coincide. Objects lifespan coincide here. But this object cannot perceive by these Chaitas. Cannot perceive. They have their own object. This object is previous life, just before death, at dying time. Accordingly, these Chaitas are running. Then we introduce new object. This Panchadvara Vachana Chaitas appear. That is a process, you see. Mental process, by order of mind. That is called Chaita Niyama. Chaita Niyama. Nobody control. There's no control. Who controls sunrise in the east and set in the west? Who control? Nobody control, you see. The trees seasonally grown up, bear the flower and fruit. Who arranged, who gave order to do so? You must come first the fruit, flower. Then after that, from flower must change fruit. Nobody ordered. This orders cannot be changed. Or before fruit, before flower, fruit must come first. From fruit, flower must be impossible, you see, by order. That's called Chaita Niyama, Utu Niyama, Bija Niyama. There is a Chaita also according to order. There is a mental order, Chaita Niyama. Nobody control. Accordingly, when the objects come into contact, this Chaitas come fast. There is a way. Commentaries explain a person sleeping under a tree, a mango tree. But this simile is for India is okay. Indian people, most Indian people are sleeping under a tree. But in Europe and other countries, nobody sleeps under. So therefore, this simile is not good for that. So we want to choose this simile for all. Nowadays, people are, you see, their house doors always closed. Always closed. When visitors come, on those days visitors come, they knocked at the door. Now bell. Now telephones also. So many different things, whatever may be. So if you knocked at the door, the inside, the persons hear about the sound. There is a new object, like a new object, you see, enter, introduce. Then house owner open the door. So that is also open the door to the object. First open the door, you see. Panchadvara Vachana is opening the door. Then object is look like a visitor. Visitor come, knocked at the door. There is an appearance of these organs. The object, the Panchadvara Vachanas open the door. That is attention, according to mind. That is attention. It's open the door. When open the door, the next one is Chakku Vijnana, seeing consciousness. or eye consciousness. We open the door, the person saw who visit. We saw the person who's visit. That's first a seeing. We open the door, we see visitor. That is a seeing. Seeing this object. After that, sampadechana. Sampadechana is a receiving consciousness. The object is received. When you go to hotel, you must go first a reception. Visitors have to go to first a reception. Like that, sampadechana is a reception, you see. Received the new object. After received, what you want, santirana, investigating consciousness here. The object investigate. We investigate, the owners know what it should be done, he determined, that is Vuttapana. You must notice, Vuttapana is not other things, there is final attention, you see. Manodhara Vachana, attention and mind to Manodhara Vachana is here called Vuttapana. Without the Manodhara Vachana, no active mind, no jhana is possible. So determined, after that, you see, first food chetas appear. When this visible object is lovable, pleasant, the person also have craving, then this jhana arises with a craving attached to the object. You see, Lobha Mula Chaitas arises at that point. Start. That is a starting point of Lobha Mula Chaitas. But not as strong. It must continue. So this jhana here, Lobha Mula Chaitas, attached to craving for this object. So visitor come and the owner give coffee or tea, some fruit, talking each other happily. After that, that is Dharamanas are like a greeting, retentive questions. But Bhikkhu Bodhi's books registration, there is a registration is not a good translation. Bhikkhu Narada's translation, retentive. That is better, very close to Pali. Retentive. Retain. We can get a retain. Retentive. Retentive means succeed the object from jhana. Succeeding the object from jhana. That is the meaning. The dharamana means ta aramana. Ta means jhana. Aramana means object. He accepts the object of jhana, not other jhana. Because of the dharamana is not other things, only type of bhavanka, rasa consciousness. Therefore, Attasalini said it is a Paithi bhavanka, back bhavanka. Back bhavanka. Paithi means back. Attasalini is a name used other times without a dharamana, not using without a using dharamana. It is a term Paithi bhavanka. Paithi bhavanka means a back bhavanka. Back in. It's a succeed from the as a effort of jhana. It is appeared. So we can say that is a greeting. Greeting and a leave. Then the doors is closed again. That is a bhavanka, you see. Like a visitor is coming, the objects finished. Visitors left already. So the same way, you see. That is by order. Nobody controls, that is by order. Process, according to process, it have to rise. Then, Another Chaitanya is recalling this object. You see, recalling this object. This must follow. Without following is naturally these are follow. Without follow we cannot know the meanings. So that is initialization. That is like a foundation. Present object. Yes, not a present object, past object. Recalling whatever we meet in this way. This is recalling. That is a manodara vachana. Bhavangas, one is more. Must be two. Okay? Mistake, one. Bhavanga chalana, bhavangu pachera. Vibration bhavanga and season bhavanga, only two bhavanga. No past bhavanga is necessary here. It's okay. Only that the PowerPoint is one more by mistake. Okay, so must be removed. This one. Then naming the object. We don't know through these Chaitas. We cannot name. We cannot name. But that is a recalling. Recalling means considering about that. Then, second, repeat. That is a naming. We know the names. Then after that is the meaning. At least 4. Then there are many processes continued. At that time problem will arise, as you see. Thinking. Many is a process. Lobha is stronger and stronger. So this lobha arises with this craving, not so stronger. There is a starting point. It's also not so strong. Here is stronger, here is stronger. Many you see. Not only these, there is only example. Running. Quickly running. You see movie pictures. Only one walk, one steps. How many pictures will be, you see? In movie pictures, you see, the actors' actions, many part of the pictures are necessary. If it's slow motion, if you show slow motion, it's clear, you see. Even raise up a hand, many pictures are necessary. Now it is very easy to understand according to movie pictures. Now it is, you see, cartoons also can talk. Because of joining together, you see, sound. They also, even dogs speak nowadays, you see, human language in cartoon. Elephants also. In Myanmar, it's a Chinese movie pictures, cartoon pictures are every day showing. There's a white tigers also talking human language. Monkeys also talking human language. Accordingly, this mental process, one after the other, we must. These Chaitas necessary to understand. These Chaitas are unity. Without associations, they cannot arise. All are unity. Each one is a unity to perform their function. These Chaitas are different functions, different moment, different functions, but all Chaitas walk with the object. Only this object. They are running with this object. So, by learning Abhidhamma, we can realize the natures of Chaitas in this way. Otherwise, we cannot know Even Sutanta, the Buddha said, depending on I and visual object, I consciousness arises. When I consciousness meeting all these three contacts arises, when there is a contact, the feelings arises. When there is a feeling, craving arises. But it just cannot understand. If you understand, only roughly understand, not deeply, because of very profound. So Dhamma is profound. Why is it profound? To see is very difficult. You see, ocean is profound, very deep, because of to get the root of, to get the food of the ocean is very difficult. So Dhamma also, to penetrate, to see inside anaconda is difficult. Therefore, Dodasa, to see Dhamma is very difficult to explain. First we must learn, after that we must practice accordingly. If we do so, our knowledge will increase step by step. Okay, let me stop. Yeah? Yeah?
The object is Paramata for number 1, 2, 3, and the fourth one is Panyati.
That is a Paramata, yes. The others are
The
Panyati.
last one is Panyati.
This also, we call it as a past object. Yes, the last one is naming and
That is Panyati.
yes, Panyati.
The first three are
Yeah, yes.
And then for Yoniso Manasikara, wise attention, is it to decide whether the object is likable or not likable? Is it at Panchadwara, Avajana, or at Gotavana?
Yes, I think it is a earlier attention. This also included, ladies here also included, Panchadwara Vachana, Manodara Vachanas also included. Yeah, included, all avachanas are included in Yoniso Manasikara. In my mind, Yoniso Manasikara is the unity of mindfulness, and knowledge, concentration. Not only one, I think. Prior practice also necessary to be Yoniso Manasikara. It's okay.